Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Berean. And today we're going to be looking at something I didn't know existed, but seems to be quite intriguing to me personally. There is a miniseries that is being written in the comics called Jurassic League. Now, I did a little bit of research on it, and basically the theme of this is the synopsis, I should say, is that Booster Gold, who is a superhero from the future that we see a lot interact with Blue Beetle in the mainline comics, takes his time sphere and goes back in time and accidentally hits the asteroid that would have wiped out the dinosaurs. And it damages his time sphere, and he meets some dinosaurs that are basically the Justice League of that time, in the prehistoric time, and they repair it, and he comes back to present day where there's modern day dinosaurs. And because of his interference, dinosaurs continue to evolve along with humans. So there are humans and there are dinosaurs in this new timeline. And it's kind of funny. I mean, I find it as a good. Some people are like, oh, that's stupid, that's dumb. And I think when you've had characters for so long, like the Elseworld stuff, is kind of fun to explore. Take the heroes and put them in a different situation, but keep their personalities and who they are intact. That's fun to do. And that's what this is. Now, the only question I didn't get an answer to before making this video was, okay, this all makes sense based on what they laid out, except for one thing. I don't get it, and you'll see it pretty quick. Is this Superman's Kryptonian? He comes from a planet that was not affected by the asteroid here on Earth. Why is Superman a dinosaur? I checked out the wiki page and the fan page, and didn't really see an answer to that one. So I'm kind of curious about how that comes about. But it's this is the storyline that they went with. So okay, maybe they explain it because of what happened. Something it caused an effect on Krypton, and now he's a dinosaur. I don't know, but this is the big thing that stands out: is why is Superman a dinosaur when he comes from Krypton? That's I'll just have to get my hands on the comics and see. But this is an interesting storyline, and I mentioned because Elseworlds, because I saw a couple of other articles, um, and a couple of tweets that said, they're putting out the new comic at the end of the month. I think issue 13, and that's going to be the ending of it, I believe. I could be wrong. The tweet wasn't very specific, but one of the writers on that team was talking about it. So, why am I talking about this now? It's because the movie is in production. An animated movie is in production. Thank goodness it's animated. I wouldn't want to see this live action. It just wouldn't look good. It'll look dumb. It'll look stupid, I think, in my opinion. Going cartoony, very animated with it would probably be a whole lot of fun. And I'm kind of here for it. Except from that glaring plot hole that I don't understand yet, why Superman is a dinosaur. I do think this would be an interesting thing, and they've done stuff like this in what you consider the Elseworlds, like with Ninja Batman, or is it Batman Ninja? I forget. I think it's Batman Ninja, which was a really interesting one. And then you got things like they do a lot with Batman, uh, Batman by Gaslight, which was kind of a very Victorian steampunk esque type story, which both those movies I think are fantastic. You're like, oh, well, why would you do that? Well, just because. I mean, just kind of like I am now. I mean, yes, I'll go see a new Batman movie, but that's why I really liked Robert Pattinson, the Batman movie, because we didn't spend 30 minutes seeing the origin of Batman again. At this point, if you don't know, don't go see it. Because, I mean, we've seen it played out in every Batman series. Oh, yes, we see his parents die. Let's just, okay, say it, but not reenact the entire thing. Thank you. And so, I'm a big fan of just exploring, putting the comic book superheroes in new situations. So, I'm all for um, a new movie. And I don't think it says it in this one. Oh, yeah, it does. One of the writers from the Minions movie is going to write it. And he also, Brian Lynch. There it is. Peter Safran and Brian Lynch. Minions and Secret Life of Pets. So, to me, that makes it think, it's going to be a different, what they say is going to be different. But I'm hoping, but because of just this insane type of article, Elseworld, that it is funny as well. I mean, because, come on. Batman and the Joker as dinosaurs fighting. If you don't laugh a little bit at the concept itself, I can't help you. I really can't. Because, I mean, to me, that just makes me giggle. Because I'm like, yes, I want to see them fight as dinosaurs. Why? Because it's silly, it's dumb, it's stupid, it's hilarious, and I'm here for it. I, I and I can't remember. I mean, everyone else makes sense except Superman to me, and I'm just like, I don't know what we're going to get, what the story actually is, because I have not read the comics, but I am all for it. And I mean, some of this artwork is just phenomenal. I mean, seriously, like, look at Batman right there. I mean, he just looks incredible. Yeah, it's going to be different because it has to be. And I think this will just be something that's just completely insane and completely fun. And sometimes we forget that we can go to movies to have fun. And I'm all for it. So, I've not read the comics. I don't know any of the storylines beside the synopsis that I gave you at the beginning of this video. Are you in for this? Because I'm in for this. I'm in. DC animation is top tier. I know Marvel for a long time had best live action movies and DC was second, but DC animation has always been leagues beyond Marvel and everything they've done. It just always worked better. I mean, DC, Batman the animated series literally saved superhero animation, DC Comics, and some would argue because of the success, it led to more Marvel projects, which saved Marvel. And I mean, I still think Batman the animated series and some of the movies like Mask of the Phantasm and things like that, phenomenal. Still wonderful. Still watch them over and over again today. And I enjoyed last summer, like introducing my kids to the entirety. We went through the entire animated series, all the movies, and it was great. They didn't like Hush, and I get that. My son didn't like Hush at all. He said it was dumb. And I was like, I get it. I get where you're coming from. Hush was not the best one, but I still enjoy it. I still like Hush. So it's DC animation, so I'm in. I'm always in for DC animation because no matter what they've done in the past, it's always just been fun. So let me know what you think. If you can explain that weird why is Superman a dinosaur when he's from Krypton, I'd love to hear it. I haven't found anything yet to explain it. I haven't read the comics, but I'd love people to educate me. Please let me know down below. Please, let's talk about this. I'm kind of intrigued on a intellectual level, but I'm jumping up and down on a DC animation fan level because honestly, I don't see how this does not become just an absolute fun movie to watch over and over again. Just it can be serious and silly, and the fact that we have one of the Minions writers in on it just makes me very hopeful that it's just a funny, very sort of odd slapstick fighting scenes. You know, dinosaurs fighting each other is going to be a little awkward and funny to begin with, anyways. So I can't wait, especially since they're anamorphized, anthropomorphized, anam, whatever that word, human characteristics. Can't say the word. Can't even think of it. I'm sure someone will comment about how dumb I am about that one, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. We're all here to enjoy and have fun. So until next time, my friends, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.